Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I review the latest movies and documentaries. Today, I'm going to talk about Atlas movie. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to watch this video until the end and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. As the movie starts, we are shown images of the destroyed world. The world was destroyed by artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence, AI, was created by humans for their own benefit. The same artificial intelligence broke all the rules of its security and launched an atomic attack on Bangalore, in which more than 50,000 people died. The world was not yet ready for this attack. That AI started launching attacks everywhere. In these attacks, more than 10 million people died. Now the danger of destruction had increased a lot. It was necessary to stop artificial intelligence. That's why the government created a military force called ICN, whose job was to save humans from the destruction of artificial intelligence, and above all to save them from Harlem. Harlem was the first AI terrorist to start this war, which was created to make the Earth better, but it started destroying the Earth. The ICN Defense Force does its job very well, and destroys AI in a matter of days. Seeing itself defeated, Harlem leaves this world, and leaves a message behind that I will end what I started. That is, the world was not yet safe. The story goes on and we are shown the time after 28 years. In these 28 years, there was almost peace and tranquility in the world. But now ICN was not aware of the existence of a single person of artificial intelligence in this world. That's why ICN trades on a building, where it started scanning all the people present with its scanner. And there it found an artificially enhanced human. That is, he is a human, but with artificial intelligence, and modifying his powers, he has made his slave. ICN starts catching him because he was so powerful that he used to pick up trained powerful soldiers of ICN like toys. The name of this man was Casca, with whom these people make control by giving lightning shocks with great difficulty. The scene is cut and we are introduced to Atlas, their main character and ICN's terrorist analyst, who used to investigate artificial intelligence or any other terrorist. He had done a lot of research on AI terrorists anyway. He knew everything about them. In the morning, he gets the news that ICN has caught Highland's assistant Casca. Hearing the name of Highland, Atlas was scared. She gets ready quickly and leaves for ICN with her officer in a ship. Now we meet the general, who was in a meeting with the colonel on a special mission. He tells him that he has full confidence in Atlas. His research on artificial intelligence is very good. I am sure he knows a lot about Highland. But the colonel was not ready to work with him because he did not get along with the people. If he fails to interview Casca today, then we will never be able to reach his mastermind Highland. But even after hearing all this, the general wanted to give this job to Atlas. He now meets Atlas and tells him that Highland is definitely going to play a very big game. He has a very big plan in his mind, which can pose a great threat to Earth. To know everything about you, you only have one chance to do a very good investigation of Casca. After hearing all this, Atlas goes to the room where Casca's head was placed. She starts the investigation. After asking a lot of questions, she asks Casca for Highland's address. But Atlas was angry that he did not open his mouth on any of his questions. Atlas gives him a lot of backlash and also threatens to reset him. He was not going to listen to the threat, so Atlas started working on resetting him. And in this way, giving him a scolding, he tells him about Highland. That Highland is now on a planet in another galaxy. As a result, Casca's plan was failing, so he attacks Atlas. But before that, Atlas had already made a security shield in front of him. After asking for Highland's address, he gives him an electric shock and kills him. With which, the entire team of ICN was now impressed with him. Because what ICN has not been able to do for so many years, Atlas did it today. He had found out about Highland. Now ICN's plan was to get close to Highland and kill him. There will be no Highland and then there will be no danger in the world. Atlas also requests the general to be part of this mission, and says that I want to see Highland die with my own eyes. That's why the general introduces Atlas to Colonel, who was the head of this mission. Because Atlas was not a teenager, the colonel did not agree to take him on a mission with him. Now Atlas tells him that you are doing a lot of wrong. You don't know anything about Highland. And then you think that if you go to another planet in another galaxy near Highland and kill him, then this is your misunderstanding, Colonel. You will also kill your ICN team with you. Remember, you can't complete this mission without me. Hearing Atlas, the Colonel now introduces him to a robot. This robot was actually a suit in which the Rangers sat inside and fought with AI. And this robot was connected to humans through a Neuralink device. It turns out that this Neuralink device was made by Atlas's mom, who was a scientist at ICN. Hearing about this device, he starts shouting at the Colonel. But the Colonel relaxes him and says, I know whatever happened to your mom, but this device is absolutely safe. Because it has been modified. The Colonel tells him that he will defeat Highland with these big robots and his huge spaceship, which has a bomb capable of destroying an entire planet. But I don't know why, Atlas still had some fear in his heart. He insists on going on his mission with the General. The General agrees, and so the Colonel has to take him on a mission with him. As soon as his spaceship comes out of Earth, we see that a lot of laser security was made in Earth. After doing a lot of checking with this high-tech security, this spaceship came out of the Earth's atmosphere. The purpose of making this high-tech security was also that Highland could not approach the world. Atlas was still working inside the spaceship. That's when he suddenly remembers his past. So here we will see the story of Atlas's past. Suddenly a photo appears in front of him in which he was his mom and Highland. Highland was an AI made by his mom, and he used to work as a servant at his house. Atlas's mom had also made a neural link device through which artificial intelligence and humans could be combined. Such a person's mental and physical powers could be doubled or tripled. These people were using this neural link today. Through his spaceship, this Ice King's team was about to reach his planet in the galaxy of Highland. Sir Atlas holds a meeting for all of them. She gives them some printouts and tells everyone to remove their neural link. Because according to her, it was just a normal device that was very easy to hack. She starts telling everyone about the planet of Highland, that it is such a planet where humans cannot survive. Now before she tells more about Highland, she notices that people are talking about her. That Atlas is thinking a lot about Highland. In response to her, Atlas was angry. She says, "What do you know about Highland? I know Highland very well. You are so confident about this neural link device and robot. Let me remind you that both of them are safe devices and can be hacked at any time. And if your devices are hacked, then you are nothing in front of it." After hearing this, all of them were tense. So Colonel tells Atlas, "What did you do? You scared the crew just before the mission. In this case, they will never be able to give their 100%. Atlas also realized her mistake. So she apologizes to the Colonel. Anyway, now these people had come very close to that planet. Colonel puts on his robotic suit. Here, Atlas tells the Colonel, "If you think you have caught Highland, then remember that its location will be a trap." Now these people were saying that suddenly alarms start ringing in the spaceship. And there was an explosion there. Because Highland had been informed of their arrival. And Highland was welcoming them by bombing them. Highland's AI had completely crushed their battleship. Here, to save Atlas's life, they forcibly put Atlas in a robotic suit. And Atlas keeps explaining to them that I don't want to sit in this. I don't know how to operate it. But no one listens to him because his battleship was destroyed. And to save his life, he had to jump directly on the planet. Now these people were in space that their battle with many AI robots begins. Their battleship was also destroyed from above and was falling down. Seeing this, Atlas was scared because the battleship was right on top of it. In this, he dies, but here an ICN soldier saves him. Colonel tells Atlas in a video message that you should use a neural link. But Atlas was not in his sight because he did not believe in the AI program. And because of this, his robotic suit falls down very hard. Because of which Atlas also gets hurt. She was unconscious. When she regained consciousness, there was no one around her. She tries to contact everyone, but this is not possible. She started crying. Unwillingly, she turns on her robotic suit system, because she wanted to reach her rescue pod soon to save her life. But the rescue pod was very far from her. Atlas tells her suit to take her to the rescue pod. This robotic suit listens to her and starts working. But he was jumping very hard. In this, the chances of these AI robots seeing them were more. Atlas tells her to walk comfortably, but she does not listen to his commands. Because Atlas has not yet connected her to herself, unwillingly, Atlas had to connect this machine to himself. And to do this, he scans his retina, after which he began to understand Atlas's words to a great extent. Now walking slowly, he was going to the rescue pod. On the way, Atlas asks him, how many weapons do we have? In response, the robot says that we have 7 weapons, in which one of the most powerful weapons we have is an iron bomb. A bomb that has the power to destroy half the planet. This robot tells Atlas his name is Smith. But Atlas says, that was it necessary to tell your name? You are a computer program. In response, he says that it is not like that. Walking, these people reach far ahead, the place where their spaceship was destroyed. Here she sees that no soldier of ICN was left alive, because everyone was killed by AI robots. Atlas was saddened to think that the one who killed them all is Hillian. She now tells her robotic suit to collect the tags of all these people, after which she prays for all of them. May God give peace to their souls, and may their souls go to heaven. She goes to Colonel's robotic suit, but she sees that Colonel is not in her suit. Nearby, she also sees Casca, Hillian's assistant, but she thinks that she killed Casca herself. But immediately it comes to her mind that Hillian must have made another one too. As soon as she saw, many AI robots had come here, who were now watching Atlas too. They move forward to attack Atlas, and to escape from him, Atlas runs ahead. There was a storm ahead. She did not see it, and she was stuck in the storm. With difficulty, she comes out of the storm. So now again in front of her, the robots were standing to kill her. There were a lot of them. She could not escape from them, because she was not a ranger. She did not know how to use weapons. That's why she orders her robot to use the iron bomb here. Although the robot did not want to do this, but she has to obey the orders of Atlas. As soon as she sees, everything is destroyed here with the robots. But next time, Casca was coming to her. That is, he did not die from this attack before he killed Atlas's robot and Atlas. Suddenly, the earth began to shake, and after the earth broke, Atlas went inside the earth with her robot. Atlas's leg was fractured because of falling down. That is, Atlas's robot fixes a metal plate in his leg, so that his leg does not get damaged. This process was hurting Atlas a lot. That's why he gives Atlas such a lollipop. Its taste was very bad, but there was a lot of energy in this lollipop, because it was made of protein. He felt that now he would not be able to get out of here. Then Sumit, that is, his reporter, tells him that if you do not cooperate with me, then the lives of both of us will be in danger. You will have to be completely linked with me. You should use your Neuralink device. After thinking a lot, Atlas puts that device in his ear. From there, these people become 100% synced. They connect with each other. On the other hand, Casca had informed Harleen about Atlas's arrival on their planet. We see that at this time, Harleen was imprisoned by the Colonel, who was still alive, but Harleen was torturing him a lot. Here Atlas was thinking of getting out of the sinkhole in the ground. But she knew that if she came out, the AI robots would be ready to kill her. Then Sumit tells her that we will take more power in trouble. And there is a lot of danger up there. I have observed that there is a cave a few kilometers from here. We go there. These people go towards that cave. And after leaving there, these people had been successful in escaping from the AI robots. But their bad luck was that a drone had fallen on them, through which Casca had found out about them. Soon Atlas reaches an ocean, where strange blue light was coming out of the mountains. And there were some plants and flowers there. And all these flowers were shining. Atlas liked it very much. That's why Atlas named them Plantee. After Sumit, he knew that Casca had found out about their location, and he is going to follow them. That's why he plants a bomb behind him. As soon as these people move forward, Casca comes from behind. And as soon as Casca came, Sumit's bomb was blasted. He thought that now Casca would have died. That's why when Atlas goes behind and checks him, she sees that Casca's head is still left. To kill him, she crushes his head, and through the system in his head, she finds out that Harleen has gone here. In any case, She wanted to go to Harleen and attack her location, so that the next team of ICN can easily destroy Harleen. To go to Harleen and attack her location, Sumit refuses Atlas. But because Atlas had to do this at any cost, that's why she removed Sumit's neural link, through which she was connected to Sumit. But Sumit was still attached to her somewhere. He shows her that time and tries to make her emotional, when Harleen used to live in Atlas's house. But Atlas tells her that it's not time to get emotional, Sumit. If we don't take this step today, if we don't take this risk, then all the people of ICN who have been martyred, all their deaths will be wasted. Sumit listens to her and moves forward. These people reach the base of Harleen. As soon as they reach, Atlas is surprised and worried, because Harleen has their battleship. Along with that, they have a bomb with which they can destroy half the planet. The technology here was also very high. Suddenly a drone's eye falls on Sumit. In this way, many AI robots had come to attack him. Atlas wanted to save her life while running, but suddenly Sumit falls. Something had happened to him, as if someone had hacked him. As soon as Sumit fell, the message that Atlas was sending to the world, she was giving reports of the situation here, that message also stopped. In this way, the journalists on Earth were worried. What if Harleen has their battleship? If this happens, then that's it. He will destroy the whole Earth. Here it is shown that Atlas has been caught and brought in front of Harleen. It was strange. Harleen was happy to see him. He says to her, "You know how much I love you. Your mom too. She's our mom. Why do you think I'm wrong, Atlas? You know, I'm doing Earth's good, the way humans are doing Earth. In just a few years, Earth will be destroyed. But to prevent Earth from being destroyed, I had planned that I will kill half the people on Earth, so that the rest of the people can live in peace in the world. And the work of protecting those half people, Harleen will do it with her AI." Harleen tells Atlas that it was my plan to get you here. I wanted the ICN to come here while looking for me, because I needed their battleship and the powerful bomb they made to complete my mission. Now he asks Atlas for the security code of the laser, so that he can enter Earth. But Atlas did not know that code. Not knowing the code, Harleen started torturing him badly. There was a colonel there, who was also being tortured by Harleen. The colonel asks Atlas, "Where is Smith?" In response, he says, "His battery is low." The colonel gives him his neural link. He tells him to call Smith to himself. Atlas contacts him. But Smith says in response, "I can't come to you, because I could not sync 100% with you." After hearing this, Atlas was very angry. He felt that all the problems in the world are only because of him. When the colonel explains to him, "It's not your fault, Atlas. Your mom made Harleen for good. She broke the security protocol, and started all this work. It's her fault." Like all these things, Atlas was crying, and the story goes from here. In flashback, where we see, his mom loves Harleen a lot. Atlas also needed this love of his mom, this protocol. That's why he started making himself like Harleen. She picks up the neural link made by her mom, and from there, connects Harleen to herself. At that time, Atlas was an innocent girl. She did not know what can happen to her. Harleen took advantage of this, controlling her mind. She broke all her security protocols, and started wreaking havoc in the world. This was the reason that Atlas was responsible for all these things. And neither did she talk to anyone. That's why she didn't even believe in AI and neural link. Crying, Atlas tells the colonel, "All this happened because of me. And because of me, my mom was killed. Because when Harleen was free, he wanted to kill me. But my mom, to save me, threw me out of there. And she died." All these things of Atlas. All these memories. Smith was also listening through the neural link. And this way, he connects 100% with her. Smith had come to her now. Atlas, freeing herself, sits inside Smith. And those people get ready to fight the robots here, using Smith's 4 hands. Atlas, very bravely, killed a lot of AI robots here. Harleen's space was destroyed. That's why Harleen comes to him to check all this. Before, there was a fight between Atlas and him. Atlas is seen in the sky, where the battleship made by humans, now at his behest, was going to destroy the world. this thing. Atlas also sees it. She knew that his battleship will destroy the Earth. That's why, to stop the battleship, she starts firing at him. And this attempt is successful, because the battleship was now destroyed. And seeing this, Harleen gets mad with anger. He now pulls out a sword from his hand to fight Atlas. He went with his sword. He was fighting Smith. Smith was connected to Atlas because she knew Harleen. That's why, soon, she understood Harleen's moves and started facing her moves. That is to say, she was fighting in her defense. But she was not very successful in this, because Harleen had attacked Smith's power system, because of which, inside Atlas, also gets a lot of electric shocks, and she becomes unconscious. To save Atlas, Smith opens himself, and Atlas pulls out from inside. At the same time, he was fighting Harleen with his other hand, and was stopping her from reaching Atlas, but for a long time, he was not able to overpower Harleen. Harleen now attacks his AI system, and before, he would have destroyed all of her other systems. Someone was attacking from behind, and killed Harleen. This was Atlas, who had regained consciousness. She looks at Smith with love, because Smith had just saved her life. Smith and he had now become friends. Unwillingly, once again, Atlas became friends with an AI. Here, Smith, to save Atlas, decides to disable himself, because the planet where he is, it is not easy for humans to survive there. He has so much power that for the next few hours, Atlas kept getting oxygen. Now, Atlas, because she liked Smith, so she didn't want Smith to be disabled. But here, Smith gives him a coffee lollipop and disables himself, because of which Atlas becomes emotional. After a while, the ICN team had come here to rescue Atlas, after which we see Atlas in the world. Here, he has come to meet Juvenile, and he says to her, "Guess what gift I have brought for you." Atlas says nothing, so Juvenile opens a box. Inside it was the same plant, which on the planet of Hylan, Atlas had named it Plantee, and this, for Atlas, his friend, Smith, had brought the gift. That day, all the people who were dead, all their parents, were thanking Atlas, because of that, their tags came back. Atlas becomes silent here, and Juvenile opens the box, and says, "Thank you for trusting me." If not for his trust, Atlas was made capable that he had defeated Hylan on another planet, and now, because of Atlas, this world was absolutely safe. Atlas had now become a ranger, and this, she always wanted to be. We see that she has gone to test the new AI robot suit, which she had designed. According to her, after sitting in it, she sinks herself 100% with the robot, without fear, because this robot was her friend. Atlas was rescued that day with Smith. Atlas was feeling very confident, and while showing her. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.